Acquiring a successful drainage approval can mean dealing with lots of people and considerations. Let's look at Jody's story. Jody farms 4,000 acres and recently purchased a new quarter that they want to drain. When Jody was ready to get a drainage approval, these were the steps Jody took. Determine your network. Jody considered how large the area or network could potentially be to drain down into the adequate outlet. How many quarters of existing drainage will be included? Who are the landowners? Would railways, highways, or the RM be involved? What needs to be done to address downstream impacts or any existing conflicts? Jody marked it up on an RM map. Jody knew that upfront communication is key in moving a drainage project forward and decided to contact neighboring landowners. Work with a qualified person. Next, Jody found the list of qualified persons, or QPs, on the WSA website. Jody contacted Kelly, who was approachable and had positive references. They signed a service agreement with costs outlined. Jody knew to reach out to WSA for support if needed. Jody's role was now to help Kelly understand the project. Jody shared the RM map with the network on it while touring the area. They discussed possible mitigation measures and if the project would require engineering or legal assistance. Kelly prepared maps of the whole drainage network. The maps included both current and planned drainage works, along with undrained wetlands. Jody and the other 4 landowners in Jody's network toured the fields to confirm the accuracy of the maps, including ditches and wetlands. They worked with Kelly to figure out where the flow controls and erosion control should go, and found some common-sense locations to retain some wetlands. Clear communication. Jody had learned from other producers in successful drainage networks that communication was key to overall success. Jody explained how they planned to install 2 flow controls and grass some ditches to stop erosion. It was really important that everyone understood the regulations and the meaning and importance of land control. Land control is an important agreement that gives one landowner permission to drain across or onto a parcel of land owned by another landowner. Jody needed to secure land control from the RM, the local snowmobile club, and the 4 impacted neighbors. With QP Kelly's help, everyone agreed they would provide land control. Kelly helped Jody draft a maintenance and operation agreement for the network. It outlined how Jody and a neighbor would pay for the maintenance of the ditches. WSA Preliminary Review. WSA conducted a preliminary review of the joint drainage application. Kelly worked through the questions and revisions received from WSA with all the landowners. It was critical for Kelly to have the maps of the network correct. If a ditch is not on the maps, it is not part of the approval. Gathering signatures. WSA notified QP Kelly that signatures could now be obtained. Jody assisted Kelly to gather all the landowners' signatures. Kelly and Jody made sure everyone signing the application had the full application, including all the maps and plans. After WSA reviewed the final signed application, they granted the drainage approval and registered a notice on land titles. WSA invoiced the landowners for the land title registration fees. Network approval. Once a drainage approval has been granted by WSA, a qualified person's service normally ends. Within Jody's drainage approval, operational conditions were outlined, including a timeline to install flow and erosion controls. Landowners in the network are to ensure all conditions in the approval are followed. If they are not, Jody realizes the drainage works may need to be closed. It is possible to secure a drainage approval to help manage drought and flooding extremes. Jody mitigated risks with a proactive approach by working with neighboring landowners, a knowledgeable, qualified person, and WSA staff.